Massive AI updates just dropped, and they could change how you create, work, and earn online. Every week, tools like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Claude are rolling out powerful new features, but most people don't even notice them. These updates can affect how you write scripts, design visuals, automate workflows, and use AI every single day. In this video, I'm breaking down the biggest AI tool updates this week, explained in simple terms, so you know exactly what's new and how it impacts your content creation and productivity. Let's dive in. ChatGPT gets smarter memory and a new voice mode upgrade. OpenAI pushed out a significant update to ChatGPT this week, and the two biggest changes are around memory and voice. ChatGPT can now remember things across conversations in a much more organized way. Before, the memory feature was somewhat limited and unpredictable. Now it actually stores useful context about you, like your preferences, your job, and your communication style. And it uses all of that to give you better, more personalized responses every single time you open it. You do not have to repeat yourself anymore. On top of that, the voice mode got a notable upgrade. The responses now feel more natural, with better pacing and tone. It does not just sound like a robot reading text out loud anymore. It picks up on the emotional context of what you say and adjusts how it talks back to you. For people who use ChatGPT hands-free while driving, cooking, or working out, this is a genuinely useful improvement. These updates are rolling out gradually, so if you haven't seen them yet, they should reach your account within the next few days. Google Gemini now works inside Google Docs and Sheets more deeply. Google has been pushing Gemini deeper into its workspace tools, and this week they took a big step. Gemini inside Google Docs can now help you write entire sections of a document, suggest restructuring for better flow, and summarize long documents with much better accuracy than before. But the real exciting update is in Google Sheets. You can now talk to Gemini directly inside Sheets and ask it to build formulas, clean up messy data, and even generate charts just by describing what you want in plain English. You do not need to know any formula syntax. You just tell it what you want the data to show, and it figures out the rest. For people who use Google Workspace for work every day, this update is a serious productivity upgrade. It is not just a chatbot sitting in a sidebar anymore. It is actually doing the work inside your documents and spreadsheets. Microsoft Copilot gets better at long tasks and file understanding. Microsoft rolled out new improvements to Copilot this week that make it much more useful for longer, more complex tasks. One of the biggest pain points with AI assistants has always been that they lose track of what they are doing over long conversations or multi-step tasks. Microsoft says they have improved how Copilot handles these longer chains of actions, so it stays on track better and does not forget what it was doing halfway through. They also improved how Copilot understands files. You can now drop in longer PDFs, spreadsheets, or Word documents, and Copilot will give you a much more detailed and accurate breakdown of what is inside. It handles tables, charts, and dense technical content better than before. For business users who are constantly dealing with long reports or complex data files, this is exactly the kind of update that makes an AI tool actually worth using day to day. Midjourney releases faster image generation with better prompt following. Midjourney users had a good week. The platform pushed out an update focused on two things: speed and prompt accuracy. The new version generates images noticeably faster, which is great if you are doing a lot of iterations to get the right result. But more importantly, it now follows your prompts more closely. One of the long-standing frustrations with Midjourney was that it would sometimes take creative liberties and give you something totally different from what you described. This update tightens that up. If you write a detailed prompt, the output is now much more likely to match what you actually asked for. Lighting, composition, style, and subject details all feel more controlled. Meta AI gets integrated into WhatsApp and Instagram more aggressively. Meta made moves this week to push its AI assistant further into the apps that billions of people use every day. Meta AI is now more deeply integrated into WhatsApp and Instagram, making it easier to access without having to go to a separate app. In WhatsApp, You can now use Meta AI directly in group chats to answer questions, help plan things, or look up information without leaving the conversation. Instagram, Meta AI can now help you write captions, suggest hashtags, and even help you come up with content ideas based on what is already doing well in your niche. Whether you love or hate having AI built into social apps, the reality is that a huge number of people are going to start using these features, simply because they are already there. Meta is clearly betting that making AI frictionless and built-in is how they win this space. Claude by Anthropic improves reasoning and extended thinking. Anthropic rolled out improvements to Claude this week, specifically around what they call extended thinking. This is a mode where Claude takes more time to reason through a problem before giving you an answer. The result is noticeably better performance on complex tasks like math problems, multi-step logic questions, and detailed analysis. This is not just about being smart, it is about being reliable. Claude now shows its reasoning steps more clearly, so you can actually follow along and catch if something goes wrong. For developers and researchers who use Claude through the API, there are also improvements to how it handles long contexts, meaning it can work with much larger documents or code bases without losing track of the details. Perplexity AI adds a shopping feature and better source transparency. Perplexity AI, which has been positioning itself as an AI-powered search engine, added two interesting features this week. First, they launched a shopping feature that lets you search for products, compare options, and get recommendations all in one place without being redirected to a dozen different websites. It is early days, but it is a clear sign that Perplexity wants to compete directly with Google Shopping. Second, they made improvements to how they display sources. One of the biggest criticisms of AI search tools has been that it is hard to verify where the information is coming from. Perplexity now makes it easier to see exactly which sources were used for each part of an answer. This is a smart move because it builds trust and makes the tool feel more reliable for research and fact-checking work. Runway More launches new video editing tools powered by AI. For video creators, Runway More dropped some exciting updates this week. The platform, which is already known for its AI video generation, added new tools specifically for editing existing footage. You can now use AI to remove unwanted objects from video clips, extend the background of a shot, and even change the style of a video to match a different aesthetic. These are things that previously required expensive software and a lot of manual work. The quality is not perfect for every use case, but for content creators working quickly and on a budget, these tools are genuinely impressive. Runway is clearly trying to make professional-level video editing accessible to people who do not have a full production team behind them. Those were the biggest AI tool updates this week, and a few of them are absolutely game-changing for creators, writers, and anyone using AI in 2026. Which updates surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more weekly AI updates, tech breakdowns, and future tools that matter.